episode from Runnable. Yeah, I'm going for a lunchtime run, not a long one. I'm not feeling great at the moment. Sorry, I'm moaning again, but I've got a bit of a chest infection or something. And I'm going to wear a shoe that I haven't worn that much, but one which I feel like is underrated actually. And it's a racing shoe from New Balance. And it's the New Balance Fuelcell Supercomp B4. Why I think it's underrated is I think it's quite a versatile shoe. I think it's a racer, and it's maybe not the quickest racer. It's a fairly light shoe at 250 grams, but not the lightest. And it may not be the quickest racer, but I think you can also use this as a long run marathon pace tempo shoe. And I'm going to use it on a kind of training run now. It's nothing major, not a big workout. I'm going to see what it's like at just normal paces. And I think it's potentially one of the few racing shoes that you could use as your kind of long run marathon workout, marathon pace shoe. Anyway, let's see how it goes. And just to let you see the shoe. Wrong way, sorry. What am I doing? There you go. Hope you saw that. And yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. See you later. Bye-bye. Absolutely lovely autumn day here, as you can see. Beautiful blue skies. I'm in the New Balance Fuelcell Supercomp version 4. Not that it's a highly heralded racing shoe, to be honest, but I know those that do like it love it, and there are reasons for that. It seems to be quite a stable shoe. It's a shoe that I think if you're looking to do a sort of 4-hour marathon time, it would be a good shoe. Or, you know, you could go quicker than that or slower than that, but you know what I mean. It's that kind of range where you would get quite a lot out of this shoe. It's kind of a muted, bouncy ride, but I quite like it. You know, there's a lot of foam under the forefoot here, so for me it kind of works. I'm not getting that crazy bounce like I get with the Sky Paris. It's obviously a bit heavier than that shoe as well, but it does feel more stable, and it's just a nice shoe, to be honest. And I think essentially I would use this as a training shoe rather than a racing shoe, but I will give this a go at a park run or somewhere, just see how it goes, because I think it's actually quicker than many people give it credit for. Particularly if you get up on your toes. With all this kind of fuel cell Piba foam under your forefoot, it feels very cushioned, and you get a nice bounce. It's kind of a nice ride. The upper's not really my favourite, one of my favourites. The tongue's a bit short, laces a bit rubbish, cheap. They're kind of narrow and they bite into your foot a bit, probably partly because the tongue's rubbish. You know, they run a bit short. I've got size 9 here, could easily have gone up half the size, I think. Quite a snug fit at 9, and that's my normal size. So the upper, I'm not a huge fan of it. It looks good though. I got the London Marathon edition, which I quite like. Nice and bright, and yeah, gets lots of looks. Not good, not cheap. $260. I think that's way overpriced. I think it should be maximum $220, in line with Asics. And I guess that's going to be the issue here. You know, it's competition. So if you're judging it as purely a racing shoe, it's not going to win out. You've got Sky Paris, Sky Edge, better shoes, lighter shoes, quicker shoes. Cielo, better shoe, quicker shoe, heavier shoe, but doesn't necessarily feel that heavy. You've got Saucony's Pro 4 and Endorphin Elite. Endorphin Elite is definitely a quicker shoe, lighter shoe. I prefer it. Pro 4 actually, I think I prefer this shoe, the New Balance shoe. Similar actually. I like the extra foam under my forefoot with this shoe because it's got a lower drop. You've got that extra foam, big wedge under the forefoot, which I like. Yeah, so I've named a few shoes there which are better than this shoe at racing, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about how versatile the shoe is. And I think there may be only two other shoes, racing shoes, that you could use for training runs without any durability concerns, without any issues in terms of the carbon plate being too harsh, without stability issues. And they are the Cielo X1 and the Pro 4, which I mentioned. Possibly the Puma Nitro Elite. I've not tried that shoe though, but I've heard that's pretty good as well. I mean, you wouldn't want to use, for example, Sky Paris for training runs because they're not the most durable shoe. Same with the Nike shoes, Alpha Fly and Vaporfly. You'd want to save them for race day. But this shoe, if you only wanted one shoe to do long runs at marathon pace and racing, you know, this isn't an option. And like I said, I prefer this to the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4, but I prefer the Cielo X1 for that use case. That said, not everyone gets on with the Cielo X1. It's quite a wild rocker. It's a bit of a crazy shoe. So this would be your stable alternative. So I think that's the use case, right? If you're looking for a reason to buy this shoe, you've got it there. It's a racing shoe that you can race in, that's stable, seems fairly durable, but also you can use this for your long runs and it'd be fine. Particularly those where you're going at pace and wanting to get somewhere close to your marathon pace or half marathon pace. This would be a good shoe. And you're not wasting money on two shoes then. You've got one shoe to do your racing and your long runs. which I know some people like because they get used to the shoe that way. And when it comes to race day, there are no surprises. So, yeah, that's a use case. Like I said, thumbs up from me. I like the shoe. Nowhere near as muted as people make out. It's a decent racer. There are quicker racers, but they're also more unstable and less durable and less cushion. So you have to weigh up those things when you're picking a shoe, and less versatile. So for me, yeah, one of the best in that use case. Prefer this yellow myself, but this would come not about second place because I can't actually think of too many other options. I definitely prefer this to the Pro 4 and Saucony Endorphin Pro 4, which I'm not a massive fan of, to be honest. I find this more comfy, more protective, more cushioned, and a bit more lively. But that's just me. Anyway, see you later. Bye bye.